Number 8 on the list is The Devil from Alpharetta. The Devil from Alpharetta is really and truly my least favorite of all the villains we've covered because of the way he was implemented. The Alpharetta story is mainly anchored on the apostles, yes, the capital A apostles that walked alongside Jesus, got resurrected and blessed with immortality, and formed a secret organization, kind of something like Shield, that tracks down the devil throughout the ages for 2000 years. They kept tabs on the devil, and somewhere along coming into the 21st century, in the 1990s or something like that, I think 1980s or something like that, I'm not remembering 100%, the devil's right hand man betrayed him by casting a spell on the devil, trapping him into the body of a woman. Yes. And that demon decided, they didn't take the place of the devil, but like try to run, he was him for a while. Yeah, the demon became him for a while, meaning that he was like in charge and had all the other demons following and taking orders for him, while the devil did like put things together in the background in order to enact this grand plan of mass destruction, to like invested into these Black Ops. Is it Black Ops? Was that a Black Ops thing? He invested into this sort of is it Black Ops? Secret underground, like evil organizations that, in order to build these like super tanks that would go to destroy the world, and orchestrated events where all world leaders would be in this place that he could then go and destroy all of them. I believe I'm remembering the story of Alpharetta correctly. Alpharetta was a story I have talked about it a couple of times over, even in my podcast installment with the author, that it felt like a story where the Christian insertment was an afterthought, because I did rip into it both story-wise and theologically. It stopped making sense after a while. I was just going along the ride because I bought all the comics, and I love the art. I love James Nguyen's art. James Nguyen is a phenomenal, one of my favorite artists. Story-wise, I told him on the podcast, the story-wise, it did get better coming to the end, but at the very end, with the whole plot with the devil, it felt undercooked. The devil at the end of it, even though like the full five issues of the series was all about hyping up the devil and building up the devil, by the time it actually like came around to him, and especially how he was defeated, I really like the main character's character development. Alpharetta himself, his character development was really good. I enjoyed that. But at the end, the devil just felt like villain number 2 of the week, rather than like the capital D devil. It felt weak. Yeah, I remember saying that in my review of it. But the idea of it, I do respect the idea of it, though there wouldn't be a like perspective that I ever go down. I don't think, even with Bill Ropp or with the other stories that we do, none of them actually feature the devil directly, because even with like stories about facing off the Antichrist, to my knowledge from the conversations I've had with them in prior interviews, and at least the way they've written the comic, I mean, The Remnant is 30 issues in, the devil is too grandiose to really have Christian superheroes fight him in like the way you would see Batman face off against the Joker. It's too like, the devil is too grandiose for that. You can do it as henchmen or people empowered by his they've done with people empowered by like demonic forces, which we will get into as we go along the tier list. But it's weird to see Christians face off against like the capital D devil. And the way it was done in Alpharetta, I like the concept of it was novel, but the execution fell flat. But I did coming to the end of the story, I did enjoy it. It was one of those stories that grew on me as it went along, as well as what James' art was phenomenal. I love James' art throughout the entire series. So yeah, that's the devil. That's the devil.